whole point of coming to Creative Pulse is sometimes it's to get inspired, sometimes it's just to network, and sometimes it's to realize that we're not alone as creatives out there. So that was a little bit of a preview of what y'all will get to do a little bit later. In the interim, I am Brian Krenzer. My job is to come up with big ideas. Sometimes it's to write about them and to write copy or figure out what it looks like. And then other times that job is to figure out how campaigns work. So that's the creative director, the copywriter, and the strategist. And this was me on December 30th, about 9 months ago, at exactly 2:57 p.m. I know that moment exactly. And this was me roughly 36 hours later. I was on my skis, obviously, in that first photo. I was going 35 kilometers an hour, and I collided with a boulder. And I nearly died a couple of times. When I put the slides together, I did not realize that the slide was going to be 20 feet wide, so pardon me for not spending too much time looking at it. So now we're at today, and I'm back. I'm here in front of you all. And I like to think I'm better than I was before. At least that's what I keep telling myself. And somehow, between that boulder and this stage, I managed to create what I think is the absolute best work of my 25-year career. Take a look.
The Canada goose, Branta canadensis. These birds fly in V formation.
Oh, what the honk? Hey, Butter Tart, can we focus on the real who's who? Yeah, caregivers.
Oh, I didn't realize.
The family caregiver, an exceptional breed of human, providing care for their loved ones in need. A quarter of the Canadian population. So, give a honk.
Choose Petro-Canada and help support family caregivers.
Don't worry, you're going to see more of him. It turns out almost dying made me a better creative. How? How is that possible? How does death make you a better creative? Well, in my case, it reminded me of something that I had forgotten. And that is that you have to ask for what you need in order to be a great creative. In order to create great things, you have to ask for what you need. Now, I'm going to step us back a little bit and walk you through how I got from the hospital to that realization you have to ask for what you need. I spent 12 days in the hospital. They removed 12 centimeters of my colon, 1 centimeter for each day. I lost 30 some odd pounds because I couldn't eat or drink anything. When they finally released me, I was as happy as you can be when you're a walking skeleton and you're in a lot of pain. And when I got home, I did it for the first time. In this new me, I asked for what I needed. I said to my husband, do you want to go for a walk? And look at me, I'm gaunt. We barely walked 100 meters from the front door to the nearest street corner, and then I had to take a nap. He got me home and I napped. But it was a start. The next day, I asked him again. And that day we managed 150 meters. And then the next day I asked again, and again. We kept asking, and I kept walking, because that's what I needed. I needed somebody to hold my arm in case I fell. I needed somebody to make sure I didn't go too far. I asked for what I needed. But eventually, my amazing caregiver had to go back to work, and I was alone. And I realized I had lost more than just my colon. I had also lost my life and my community. I couldn't go to the bar. I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't go to an office to work with coworkers. I couldn't even go to a movie because I couldn't sit in a chair upright. So I needed my community back. So I asked for what I needed. I posted on Instagram a story. I was sitting on a bench, and the story video, I just said, who wants to go for a walk with me? I didn't expect anyone to answer. Like, in thinking of you and about the painting outside, and this leap of faith, well, I need help. And to my shock, lots of people showed up. People I didn't know. They just messaged me out of the blue, said, I'll go for a walk with you. And we walked in the morning, we walked in the afternoon, we walked in the rain, we walked in the ice, we walked everywhere. All because I asked for what I needed. Like, I was stunned. Suddenly, I had community, I had energy, and here's more of the goose.
Give a honk for caregivers at Petro-Canada. Wait, this isn't my Heritage Minute?
I love that goose. So I had now people to walk with me. So I kept walking. I kept asking for what I need. I needed more and more people. I'm an extrovert, so it's like, oh my God, I got more people. This is how I come back to life. And as I got stronger, I realized that I needed to ask one more time for the next thing that I needed. I'm a creative person. I can't sit at home and do nothing forever, you know? So when I was strong enough, I sent a message out and said, does anyone have a project for me? And luckily, one of my partners that I work with regularly, Cult Ideas in Calgary, look them up, they were like, yes, Brian, we've got a project for you. And oh my God, did they ever have a project for me? They're like, we're working with Petro-Canada, and we're working on the Caremakers Foundation for them. We want to raise awareness for this connection between Petro-Canada and unpaid family caregivers. And I was like, holy shit, oh my God, I know a thing or two about unpaid family caregivers. This is my adorable husband. The day I woke up in the hospital, he's holding my teddy bear and as a way to say, I'm going to take care of you. And this man, I wouldn't be alive without him today. So I'm like, this is the perfect brief. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm not ready to dig into that level of trauma, of like the horribleness and the pain and all those things. So I had to ask for what I needed again. And this time, I asked the client, I asked Petro-Canada point blank. I said, do we have to be doing sappy patient stories? Because I can't do sappy patient stories right now. I've done enough bedpans, I've done enough stitches, I've done enough painkillers, like enough of that. And they said nope, and thank God. And they even said, they wouldn't go so far as they said, we want something unexpected, we want something different. Everybody does tearjerker in this space. Let's do something different. And I said, great, it is time to get to work. Finally had a project. I was strong enough, I could work a couple hours each day. So I started my project doing what I was doing already, which was going for a walk. And lo and behold, I live on English Bay, and there was inspiration. These were pissed off birds who take care of each other. And I'm like, this might be our thing. A very Canadian ambassador, really fired up about caregivers. Like, this actually is the idea. And then we named it Give a Honk because, of course, it's Petro-Canada. You've got the automotive tie-in. It totally works. And, of course, the objective of the campaign is to get Canadians to give a honk, see it, about caregivers.
I'm just kidding. Humans, it's time to put those opposable thumbs to good use. So give a honk.
Choose Petro-Canada and help support family caregivers.
So we had our concept. We're not done. We're not done. We had our concept. Now we needed a way for regular Canadians to get involved. So real simple, we decided to make stickers. Stickers like red ribbons that you could wear to show your support for caregivers. We printed 1 million stickers. They're distributed to all 1,700 Petro-Canada locations. If you go to Petro-Canada right now, tonight, and go into the store and ask, they will give you as many free stickers as you want to support caregivers. You can put them on your car. You can put them on your cooler, on your mug, on your that's a notebook. And of course, the goose could talk about it.
Wear a sticker to show you give a honk about family caregivers. It's easy. Give a honk.
Get your sticker at Petro-Canada today.
And in 6 seconds, because everybody does a 6-second ad.
Go get your give a honk sticker at Petro-Canada before they're all gone.
So we had a concept. We had a way to get people involved. Next, I needed to ask for what we needed one more time. And now the ask was, can we get somebody really, really good to do the animation? Because this goose got to be good. Can we get someone really good? Like someone who did the latest Superman movie good? Someone who's done the title sequences for like a dozen different Marvel and DC films, like really big. And we thought, oh, it can't hurt to ask. Like, why not? So we did. You know I did, right? The whole asking thing is working out. And much to my surprise, they said yes. They were like, we love this goose. We think he's hysterical. We've never done character animation before. This is perfect for our reel. And then they even said yes to our minuscule budget. I was like, shut the front door. This is the best day ever, right? So we move forward. And all because we asked. All you have to do is ask, right? Next, we needed to do a gut check. You know, the client surprised me before when they said, okay, you don't have to do sappy stories. Now the ask was, can you, this goose, take risks? Can we say things and do jokes that you probably shouldn't? Because that's going to make it memorable. I'll let the goose answer that.
Your mom feeds me birdseed.
Okay, let's just
I fought your dad at a Legion fish fry.
just read.
Seriously, Canada, over 8 million family caregivers need support. So give a honk.
Choose Petro-Canada and help support family caregivers.
Like we were on to something. This asking thing was working. So then I thought, we're on a roll. Could we put the goose up on the roof? And then before we know it, we were making a 15-foot tall, 12-foot wide, inflatable Canada goose, which now there are 4 of them, and they're appearing on roofs all across Canada. And I think this week they're in Calgary in front of the Suncor Tower in downtown Calgary, which is really freaking cool. And then we asked, can we get a celebrity? Because why not, right? Like, let's get greedy and keep asking for what you need. Boom, how about PK Subban? Well, guess what? If you go to PK Subban's Instagram page right now, he's doing a FaceTime call with our goose. Like, gotta love briefing PK Subban on your shoot with an artificial goose. Like, who does this, right? And it's all because I asked for what I needed.
You know what's super Canadian? Squeezing past ya. Bonspiels. Shoes off. Caring for each other. 8 million family caregivers prove it every day. So give a honk.
Choose Petro-Canada and help support family caregivers.
Back on January 1st, I had to ask for help because it was a matter of survival. Asking for help gave me strength and confidence to realize that I could ask for a lot more than just the basic help. And it worked out. Just look where it got me. This is seriously the best work of my career. I'm incredibly proud of it just because I asked.
Give a honk for caregivers at Petro-Canada. Could be worse. That could be a seagull.
So just ask for what you need. You'd be surprised at what you get. And right now, I'm going to ask for what I need from you all. You guys are creatives. There are designers, there are illustrators, there are writers in this room. I want you to email me. I should have put a QR code up here as well. Somebody was way smarter than me. Email me. I need people for my next set of projects. At the same time, if you are, I will connect you with other people in this room, like, so we can all find ways to do better work. And again, if you're an agency or marketing person looking for somebody to help, message me. Like, I want to work. Let's do it. Let's do something great. All you got to do is ask. Thank you.